All right. It's Double Deuce back. Today we got something different, and I wanted to go over it with everybody out there. Not a big fan of Lexan bodies, but this one blew me away, and I had to buy it. Kyosho has been good in the past about creating a lot more detail to their bodies, and so everybody knows my love for Chevrolets and all that, Camaro Chevelles and all that, Novas and trucks, and so let's do a quick segment on the thing and check it out. Okay, there it is, man. I'm telling you, I was blown away when I seen the detail of this body, because I have had a few Chevelles in my life, and have a soft spot in my heart for those and the Camaros. Like, this is the Fazer series with from Kyosho, and I have a lot of older Kyosho stuff through the past. I always loved their nitro gas cars. I like the reliability of the Tamiya electrics and stuff, because I was a big Bruiser fan back in the day. But when it came to gas stuff, it was always a Kyosho, and they've had their duds too, because I even bought the Nitro Brute, and that was a huge letdown. But I still have that old thing out there. But I was blown away with the body on this thing. The detail in this Lexan body is crazy. They have this. They have the '69 Z28. They have the I believe it's a '67 GTO, Pontiac GTO, and what else do they have? Oh, they got the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, and so they're picking some really cool bodies, and they're really super detailed. Now, this is the long chassis. You'll notice in the series, I can't remember exactly the number, but if there's an L after the series of the chassis, it's the long version. So if you're buying the metal drive shaft, make sure there's an L behind it for the longer drive shaft for the Chevelle and the Pontiac. I don't know what the Challenger takes, to be honest with you. I know the Camaro is a short one, but so let's get to it. I'm gonna probably upgrade this. This is a brush system, and I want to go over this body. First off, if you see, it's officially licensed by GM. So this is wicked cool, because it's it's not some rip-off thing that we all been used to buying. It's super lightweight. It comes in two pieces. You see the back is added on here, and they put it on with a couple of screws down here. I would have probably used some thin double-stick tape on that to eliminate the two screws here. Now, you can buy these bodies online. They're about 50-60 bucks plus shipping. You can get them clear. If you get the painted ones with all the stickers on them, they're over 100 bucks. But they say it's a 1/10 scale. I don't know. It just seems small for 1/10 scale to me, being the Chevelle is a bigger car. If this was the Camaro, I would say, yeah, it would be a 1/10 scale. But the Chevelle was probably a good, in scale, probably a good 3-4 inches longer than the Camaro. But I don't know, the wheels and tires they put on here, it's all-wheel drive. Like I say, it's a brushed stock motor. I will probably upgrade this to a brushless, and but it's a super simple chassis setup. The only difference is with the chassis is it's a pan chassis, and all your lower half of your differentials are in the bottom, and the tops are just caps that go over it. So you smoke this chassis and break it, you got to buy a whole new lower chassis for the thing. The thing I wasn't too impressed with was, for one, these body mounts. They don't seem to set the body on perfectly straight. So the body looks like the wheels are not centered in the wheel wells, and that drives me bananas especially on a scale build. They do come with plastic shocks with the metal caps. I mean, there's plenty of videos online of everybody running these things, and they're pretty wild. For being all plastic, I was really impressed. You can get upgraded dog bones for it, and the center shaft, they say, see how wobbly that thing is in there? They say if you run a brushless setup in there, you're going to have some issues. because this thing warps like a banana and it starts whacking the side case. And it is capable of a 3S LiPo, but they suggest you don't use them because it burns the brush motor out. And being that they have your speed control all capped underneath this plastic here, I imagine there's a super amount of heat in there. So I've watched some videos online. This thing was totally an unplanned pregnancy when I bought this thing, because I was online shopping for something else, usually for my scratch toy and builds and all that stuff, you know. And so when I was on there looking for different things, one of these popped up, and I was like, you know what? I gotta bite the bullet on this. I'm gonna, you know. So I fired off and bought one. When I paid, I think it was $260, somewhere around there for this thing. So I've seen them on there for like $240, but it comes ready to run. And they don't give you no cheap, crappy radio with this thing. I mean, for a ready-to-run radio, it's pretty cool. They got plenty of adjustments on the thing. It is a 3-channel. So for you Bruiser or HDP 407 guys, if you want to upgrade your radio, buy one of these, because it has a 3-position switch here. So you'll be able to use it for your gearbox. Now, if you notice, the wheel is tilted, so it gives you more comfortable grip, you know. The finger trigger's a little small for my sausage fingers here, you know, but it's, I guess you're not going to slip off there. I'm not used to something that small, but you know, it probably benefit a lot of people in different ways. It takes 4 batteries, and like you say, 7.4 volt in here to run it. And so my plan is a brushless setup, 3-cell. This is super lightweight. I would probably get a lot of speed out of this thing, and but I need to do some upgrades first. But for now, I had one of these when I was, you know, in high school, and it was an original, the real deal LS-6 454, 450 horse, and it was a, you know, back then, you know, in the mid to late 70s, these things were all used cars by that time, and I paid a whopping $600 for my LS-6 car. Could you imagine what it would be worth today if I still had it? My youngest son, his is an LS-6 car also, but his was a turbo 400 automatic on the column, and mine was a rock crusher 4-speed on the floor with a bench seat, and oddball setups they had back then. But so I have a, you know, permanent love for these cars in my life, and when I seen the detail of this Lexan body, I was stunned. You know, just with you can add light kits to it. These are just stickers down here, but I imagine you could probably rig something up if you're creative enough. The same with the taillights. The taillights are just stickers over top of a light pocket in there, when you can put taillights in it if you like to. So, but I was, you know, it's got like the trunk locks in it. It was, you know, they're all decals, but it's true to scale, true to life. And here's what I was talking about with the body mount setup. You see how the wheels sit back here? You know, you got to kind of, you know, and this thing is very wiggly on here. So I don't know if they sell aluminum posts for these things to stiffen them up or not. I don't know, but you know, your height adjustment is there. If you want to lower the body down on it, you can. And if you want to raise it up, you know, you can still do that down here, because it's all basic pins and simple to do, you know. But they're pretty, I don't know, they're probably made to take a good beating, I know that. And they do have a nice foam front bumper on it. And like I say, the chassis, all the weight is down on the ground, you know. I'm not sure, I've seen these hit or miss, these cups on the steering servos. It does come with a waterproof steering servo for some reason, but not a waterproof ESC. So maybe they thought maybe packed in here it'll keep some of the splash off of it. I don't know. That would be something you might want to upgrade. But it does have a waterproof switch on it. You know, I was really surprised by that. They got a waterproof switch on it, but not a waterproof ESC. But so upgrades down the road is going to be the drive shaft. Remember the L in the description when you're buying it. There should be an L on there for this series, and probably the metal dog bones. Like I say, I'm not a big fan of these little cars because my hands are so big, but I had to have it. And you know, you can drift around with it and have some fun quietly in the neighborhood, and I'm not a quiet guy. My first thought was, how can I squeeze in a gas engine in this thing, because that would be awesome. And you know, everything's kind of set at the back here as far as this stuff goes, and you know, I like my stuff scale up front, and they don't make a V8 yet that's, you know, 1/10 scale. So if they did, I guarantee you this would be the first kit conversion with a small V8 if they built one. So anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe if you want. These are all over eBay. I bought it on there. I really don't have a link for, you know, to put down there, but if you just search, you know, Kyosho 70 Chevelle SS, these come up everywhere. They come in different colors. They had I noticed there's 4 different colors. They're all factory colors, and being I'm a body man guy, I was really turned on by the factory colors. We've got tuxedo black, we got cranberry red, which is that bright red, you know, that they came in. We have Cortez silver, which was a color back in 1970, and there was I think it's Fathom blue. It's a dark blue that these came in. And the ones I've had over the years, I did have one red one. I've had 2 black ones, and I always wanted a silver one, but my buddy bought a silver one, and he ended up totaling the car right before my eyes before I could buy it off of him. So he was kind of showing me how fast it went, and that went bad real fast, and he caught a telephone pole like right here and bent the car in half. But SS 454s were in abundance of back in the day. Now they're super scarce and super collectible. But that's that, guys. This is this, and I'm gonna get back to some more videos, and you guys have a good one. So like, share, subscribe if you want, tell your friends, and you guys stay safe and have a cool weekend, man. I'll catch up with you later.